Hey everyone, Dana, your co-host. Armin's also pilot is requesting to record this meeting. Who's Armin? Armin?
Hello, good evening, everyone. All right. Hello, hello. All righty. So, happy Monday, people.
Happy
Today,
Monday.
Today we're going to listen to a few call calibrations. I know I have a few new team members tonight. So basically what we do here, we listen to the calls that our current callers make and we give them feedback. This is a place for you guys to learn not only from your calls, the ones that you're making, but from other people's calls as well. This is a recurring meeting every week. It's Monday through Thursdays, 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Eastern. So it's going to be 1 hour long. If you have any questions regarding the actual position, you will have an onboarding session where we'll go over everything. But this is just for you to get familiar with what we do here every single night, and for you to get familiar with your team members and the people that you'll be working with. It's yourself in a very fun way. So yeah, let's leave that for last. So today we have a call QA that we can listen to, preferably from somebody in the audience. So let's get that ready.
Okay, so this call is from Nikki. I think she's one of the newbie.
Okay, got it, Nikki. Okay, I see her here. All right, let's play it. Let's see.
Selling.
Yep. If you want to buy it, you can buy it.
Well, I mean, are you possibly looking to sell that?
Yeah, for sure. Anything's for sale.
Anything's for sale for the right price.
That's right.
But
That's right.
besides money, why are you looking to sell it?
Yeah, so I can buy another house.
So you can buy another house. Can you confirm the address that you wanted to sell? And yeah, so we could have a better understanding on this. So it seems like this is a big property that you have.
Yep.
Um, do you have like a price range already on this property?
So it's got a house on it. You know that, right?
Yeah, based on what I saw online, I'm not seeing the house, but it shows it has 6 bedrooms and 6 bath. I don't know if it's accurate.
Yeah. Yep. 6 beds, 6 baths. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4 full baths, 2 half baths.
Okay. Okay. And estimated square footage of
Probably around
the house.
500 would be my guess.
Okay. Square feet. All right. Well, I mean, you mentioned that you will bought a new house. Is that something important for you to sell this?
Yeah. 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 I would sell this one before I buy a new one. Yep.
All right. And I know, I mean, it seems like this is already a big property. Are you looking to downsize, upsize? What are you looking for?
Buy a
Maybe
house in Lake.
house in a lake. Okay.
Yep.
And what time frame do you have in mind you wanted to get this sold by?
Oh, whenever. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. That's pretty quick.
Yeah. No, whenever. I'm in no hurry.
No hurry to sell it. And what is the price range again that you wanted to sell?
I would say probably like 1.1.
1.1. Okay. All right. And by the way, help me better understand. You mentioned about the house. If you could rate your house from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest.
I'd say it's a 9.5, only because it's lived in.
You're living in it.
Yep.
Okay, it's owner occupied. And when you say 9 out of 10, what is the best thing, or what updates probably needs to be done so that we can make it a 10?
None. It's new. It's only 3 years old.
Okay, let me take a look on it. Oh yeah, it's just 3 years old.
Yep, it's completely up to date. Hard surfaces everywhere.
All right.
Walk-in shower.
Well, yeah, you mentioned that it's just 3 years old. I was just curious, why do you consider selling it?
Just because anything's for sale. We've been kicking around moving to a lake.
Okay. Well, by the way, let's say if we come up and we agreed on the price, who do we need to bring into the conversation?
Just me.
Just you. Is there any
Yep.
mortgage or liens, back taxes on the property
Nope.
that needs to be taken care of?
Nope.
I see. All right. I mean, we can close as quickly as you, or as slowly as you'd like. With that being said, when you say earlier you're not in a hurry, you have like specific time frame. Is that within the next 60, 90 days time frame?
Yeah, 9 days would be awesome.
90.
Yeah. I'm sure we could
And
work
where?
it out as far as, price if they're to let me stay or you rent it or something like that.
Okay. Well, have you found your next home yet?
No, we're actively looking though.
All right. Yeah. Let's see. I'll try to. Here's what I can do. The next step that I can do right now is I'll have our property specialist call you to see if this is something that we can work out, and if it works for you, great. If not, it's okay. We can say no and part ways and shake hands.
That's right.
Okay. Any other number that we can connect?
Nope, that's the best one.
All right. Any other properties, by the way, that you wanted to sell aside from this? When did you bought this property?
I bought that one about 5 months ago.
5 months ago. And why do you consider selling this one?
Why?
Yes,
Is
I
it
was
the
just
one-
curious.
Can I grab a bag of popcorn?
Okay. Are you a realtor or you're an investor?
Nope. Yeah.
You are also an investor.
Yeah.
Okay. And what specific or I mean, what is the price you're looking for with this car, the one in Carson City Road?
290.
Okay. Okay. The condition of this house from 1 to 10?
8.
8. And what can we do to make
Thank
it a 10?
Bulldoze it over.
Sorry?
I said bulldoze it over, but I'm just joking. It's an 8 right now because of all the upgrades and everything that I just did to it. I don't think you can. I mean, maybe put new windows in it. A little different drywall than what I've done. Other than that, that's about it.
Okay. All right. And no liens, back taxes, mortgage that we need to pay off?
What's that?
Is there any mortgage, back taxes, or liens that we need to pay off?
No.
None. Okay. And Sorry, I did not. I can't remember. Why would you consider selling this again?
It's just an investment property for me.
Mm. All right, let's see if this is something that we can work out. Is this vacant or owner occupied?
Vacant.
Vacant. What are your plans for this property, though? Are you planning to rent
I'm
it?
gonna sell it.
Have it rented? Oh, it's okay.
Yep.
You will fix and then sell it.
Yep.
Okay. And by the way, before I forgot, how many beds and bathroom does it have?
4-bed, 3-bath.
4 beds, 3 beds. And the square footage estimated?
2,500.
2,500. Okay. Yeah, yeah, Bob, just keep your lines open and I'll have our property specialist give you a call. And yeah, let's see if this is something that we can work out.
All right, sounds like a plan. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
All right, Nikki, not bad. I think this is one of your first calls, right? First lead here. Can't hear you. I saw you muted, but I can't hear you.
Sorry, I'm muted. Yes, I actually dialed last week already. I already got a lead from last week, and for today, yes, it's one of my lead
All
today.
right, awesome. That's awesome. All right, you did pretty well, I have to say. Being that you're pretty new here, that was a really good call to be one of your first leads. So real good job. I do have a little bit of feedback, but it's things that you can work as you go. All right, who has feedback for Nikki? Anybody?
That was a great call
Thanks.
for being one of your first calls. That's awesome. I'll let Diana give most of the feedback. The only thing I would say, which is a really easy fix, is just at the end of the call, you can go ahead and end the call and let them know that we'll forward, like you said, forward it to a property specialist, and we may be getting in touch with possible next steps. Because the whole call repeated, and you asked all of everything.
Yes.
So, and that's just nervousness, and he was still on the phone. He hadn't hung up, but we were probably waiting for him to hang up. But it's okay for us to end the call after we got what we needed, and we can move it forward and pass it along the conveyor belt.
Okay.
Great job.
Yep. Anybody else wants to add anything before I go? Allison, what do you think?
Well, it's actually obvious that the seller is an investor. If it was me, I would just gather his buying criteria instead of, because we all know that we won't really be able to get, or I'm pretty sure that owner will be asking for more than the market value. Since there's an investor, I'm pretty sure he'd be getting most out of it from those properties. So instead, I would ask for his buying criteria. Maybe we can connect with him, because not of all of the leads that we encounter or we get matches our buying criteria. Maybe that way we can connect with him. But yeah, overall, she did an amazing job, I guess. She was just more of doing the investor side, or rather the cold calling, prospecting side, instead of the getting the buying criteria buyers side.
Yeah. I mean, if they still have a property to sell, you still want to gather that info though, even if they're investor, but could have done both.
Yep.
Right. All right. So Nikki, I think overall you did a good job again, especially it being one of your first calls. Good job confirming the address, right? At first you sounded a little bit doubtful that he was the owner. So good job, like wanna confirm that you were speaking with the right person. That's a great approach. Also, good job pulling up the information online, right? Like as I can see here online, especially referring, we usually don't say upfront what are the bets and bats. We let them complete that information to just like a second layer of confirming that they actually know the property. When you said 6 bedrooms and 2.5 baths or something, and then he said 500 square foot property, that doesn't make sense.
It's
Okay.
2,500.
I mean, oh, 2,500? Oh, I think I heard 500. Okay, that
I
makes more sense.
actually look at
Uh,
it online to make sure that he can verify if it's accurate. I wanted to make sure that I'm really speaking with.
uh,
If he's telling me the right address, then he better know the what is the beds and bathroom as well as the square footage.
exactly. Very good, very good. Okay, never mind. Disregard that. I thought I heard 500. Maybe I didn't catch the 2,000 part. All right. Anyways, good job asking for motivation. However, you circle back to the motivation section more than once, right? And that's okay, but you might want to ask more follow-up questions and more open-ended questions as well, right? He said that he wanted to buy another house, right? So where are you in the process of moving into another house? You did a good job asking, are you downsizing? Something that we usually ask is, are you downsizing? That's a little bit more advanced already, but we want to know, how are they downsizing? Is it that they need a smaller house? But again, we want to also avoid asking this or that question, because it's just the person's just going to choose from either or, right? When you give them an option. So that's why we ask, where are you in the process, or what has you thinking about selling? Because it's more open-ended questions, and you're going to get more out of them when you ask that way instead of this or that. So
Yes.
avoid this or that question and stick to more open-ended questions. It seems like you studied the script. Okay, it needs a little bit more of, practice, but again, that comes with just you being on the phones like that again. I felt like almost when the call was ending, you brought it back again to the middle, right? So I think the was like dragged too long. So remember, in this cold calls, we want to be direct, right? We're just here to gather information and gather the 4 pillars, which is, motivation, timeline, price, and time frame, right?
Nikki,
uh,
Nikki,
and-
yeah, I was gonna give a bit of feedback on that, Diana. Yeah, because I'm called the loose thread guy, right? So one of the things you could have asked in the motivation, instead of going in circles like Diana was saying, was pick up on what they say. That's what I mean by a loose thread. So when you ask the question, what did he say? Do you remember what he said?
With regards to selling the house, he wanted to lease the
Yeah.
property if we are going to purchase it. So that would be my question. If if we do offer that, leasing the property once we bought it, what he said is he's going to lease the house until the other house that he had will be
No, no. Why
finished.
is he moving? Why is he wanting to sell his $1.1 million house? What did he say?
He wanted to. I think it's the one he's building a. He wanted to move in a lake.
Right, that lake. You could have pulled that thread. The lake. Oh, you love fishing or boating, and pull that. That might have been his passion, because he wasn't in that 1.1 million house for very long. And it sounds like he's found his dream home by the lake. And if you pull that, he's going to tell you a story, right? So
Right.
that's what I mean by loose thread. So lake was the key word there, because it could have been his passion. He might be, a professional fisherman. For he wants to be by the lake, yeah, or a boatman or something. He's going to talk about it, because when you find a seller's passion, they'll tell you the whole story. and you don't need to ask all
Right.
those questions. So that was a loose thread. Yeah. Think about that when you're listening. You know that they give you something. The loose thread is they give you something. You think, oh, okay, by the lake. Do you love fishing or boating? You know, and he would have spilled the story. So
All right, thank you.
Yep, that was great feedback. Thank you. Gwen. All right, but overall, keep practicing. You're doing great, especially that you're new here. So just get a little bit more familiar with the script. Yeah, good job. Good job.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
All right. Any questions about that before we move on to the next call?
I think that's it. The only questions I have is, do we offer leasing the property if we are going to buy it? The homeowner will rent the home. I mean, he can close anytime, and then he wants to rent.
Like, you mean help him look for a rental property or rent the property back
No,
to
no,
him?
no. The house that we are going to purchase, um, he wanted to stay there and rent to us until the house that he's going to build will be
That,
done.
that depends. I think we do. That's one of our exit strategies, but it depends on the situation. But that's something that we would discuss like more on the lead manager and acquisition side. On the cold call, we kind of avoid doing that, but I think we do. I think we do.
Okay.
I think that's called a lease back, right, Graham? Like a lease back or
Yes,
something.
lease back. Yes.
yeah, it's common where sellers haven't found anywhere to live. So you close on a house and then they're the tenants until they find somewhere else. So that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We do.
And usually you can hold that money back in escrow so they can't default and they have a particular date to move out by, else there's a penalty. Because you want them to get out, right?
Right. All right. Awesome. QA, who do we have next?
Uh, uh, we can listen to Guillermo or Allison. We also have from Virginia. It's just a short call, like a 12 seconds. I'm not sure what is this.
All right, let's see the 12 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Virginia with the Home Buyers Network. I was calling about your property on North 36th Way.
Hey, Virginia, hold on. I'm three-waying you into the special FBI line they set up for me because you're all in.
Wait, what? Play that again.
That's it.
Play it again.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Virginia with the Home Buyers Network. I was calling about your property on North 36th Way.
Hey, Virginia, hold on. I'm three-waying you into the special FBI line they set up for me because you're all in.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
All right.
I put it under, what is it? Do not call.
Yeah. Yeah. It seems like he was just joking around, honestly.
Yeah, probably, but
Yeah.
Did you hang up, Virginia, or did he cut the line?
I think I hung up.
I
Yeah.
think I would have been just like, oh wow, how do I get that number? You know. No, I'm kidding. No, you did the right thing. When they say do not call, you do not call.
He didn't say do not call. He said he was going to patch me into the FBI.
Should have asked for Mulder or Mulder, Fox Mulder.
Yeah, yeah. You should have given an FBI name. Like, is it McCleary or McCoy? It's yeah, those are the two guys I mainly deal with at the FBI. Is it one of those? No, just kidding. No, even they're not serious, but still, you don't want to play that game.
Right. Virginia was like, yeah, not today. Goodbye. All right. Sounds good. All right. Good job. Next, let's do Guillermo's call. Let's see.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, this is Guillermo with Home Buyers Network. I was calling about your property on investors, and I just wanted to see if you have considered possibly selling.
All right, shoot me one price and one price only.
Okay, what's the price that you have in mind, sir, if you don't mind asking?
What price do you have in mind?
Well, I saw at Zillow that it's estimated between 160 and 200, so I don't know what price you have in mind. That's what I was asking. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was looking for.
Can you tell me a little bit more about your property? How many bedrooms, how many bathrooms? I just want to make sure that I have the right information. See if we can make you an offer.
Two beds, 2 bed, 1 bathroom, garage, new furnace,
Okay.
cedar siding. I don't know what else. New
Um,
blacktop.
okay. Now, quick question. What would be a reason for you to sell the property?
It's a rental property that I own, and I'm trying to sell.
Okay.
It's what I don't want anymore.
Now, if you were going to rate your property from 1 to 10, 10 being brand new, what would you rate it?
Like a 7.
7. Okay. Let's see. Is anyone living in the property at this time?
Yeah, it's being rented out.
Okay. And do you have a contract? When would the contract would end?
There's no contract. Pretty right now it's month to month since I was thinking of selling.
Got it. Now, and how much does the rent goes for in that area?
That property I have it cheaper than what it's usually going for, but for something like that, I think people charge anywhere from 14 to 1800.
Okay. All right. And your name is Jose?
Correct.
All right, Mr. Jose. So here's the thing. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this on to our property specialist. Okay. They're going to be the ones running the numbers, and they will give you a call back in a couple of days and see if we can make an offer that you might consider.
Yeah, how does that work? You guys do an inspection or
Well, so
before?
they will actually see the property. They're gonna actually review it. And in case we make you an offer, something that you might be interested in, we might send someone to actually do like an inspection on the house. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
So what would be like your price range that you might want?
As is, honestly, I was thinking like 160, but if I was gonna do renovations, then obviously I was gonna put it for higher price, but that's kind of what I want to avoid, not doing any renovations myself.
Okay. Not a problem. All right, Jose. So like I said, our property specialist will give you a call back in a couple of days, and yeah, hopefully we can do some business. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, sir. I hope you have a great day. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Guillermo, what do you think?
Well, so far I think I'm doing better than like other calls. Like I always said, I try to gather the most information I can. I know at the beginning he was telling me what do you have. So I was looking at the Zillow, the estimated price. I didn't know that he was gonna actually tell me what he wanted, because at the beginning he didn't say anything. But then that's why I asked again what was his price, and that's when he said it's 160. So yeah, I mean I think I did pretty good. I don't know what you guys think, what I missed. So
Yeah. No, I think you did pretty well. You gather all the information, like in the terms of the 4 pillars. I think you did really good. I would focus on asking also like more open-ended questions and following up on what he says, right? Especially when it came to motivation, like, yeah, it's a rent, so I'm just looking to sell it, right? Like, okay, well, what does that mean exactly? All right, that's not a real reason to sell it, right? It's a rental property. That's not necessarily a reason that you need to sell it, right? It's cash flowing if it's a rental property, or maybe it's not. Maybe he has a tenant that's not paying. So we want to kind of clarify exactly, why. And maybe ask, especially that it's a rental property, sometimes, we want to compliment first what they say, or compliment, the situation, say, hey, it's a great property. If it's a rental, it's most likely cash flowing. I mean, what has you thinking about possibly selling it, right? It's like, you have this property here, it's a rental, it produces income every single month. Why sell it? Essentially, so it's why you're asking. You're just asking in a different way. But that's kind of what stood out to me the most. Who has feedback for Guillermo?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Let's see.
Diana did good. Those are the only few little things I had were the same things she picked on. So I'm like, ditto.
Solid call. Good job. That's, you know what I mean? You're hitting the fundamentals. You're hitting the pillars. That's it. So, when you're doing what you're supposed to do, doing the fundamentals, it ain't sexy. You know what I mean? It's just what we're getting, you know what I mean? It's just getting stuff what we're supposed to be doing. So good job. Good job on that. One thing I would say, I think you demonstrated, I stepped away for a sec, but when you asked about the price, I don't know if you did or not. It's good to get in the habit of asking questions in different ways. So I don't know, because he ended up giving you a price. So it sounds like you may have asked the question in a different way to elicit the response, and that's good. It sounded like from the other room that it sounded like that's what happened. If
Right.
that's not what happened, then do it. But it's good. It's
Yeah,
good
at the beginning, like I said, he didn't say the price at the beginning. He just asked me like, what do we offered? And then I look at the estimate, and then I left it like that. And then I went to other questions, and then I came back asking like, what was his price in mind? So.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if somebody gave you the feedback already, but we want to, in general, avoid giving prices. I don't know.
Okay.
We want to let them quote Zillow to us. We don't want to quote, we use Zillow as a tool. We don't want to put that in their mind as if it is the gold standard or what their house is worth. Because if we use that, then it becomes, oh, you just said, Zillow price. So Zillow said it's worth this, so that's what I'm going to get. So it just, when we start giving prices, especially on a cold call, it just sets us up for some traps, things that aren't good for us. So it's not the end of the world. Just sometimes it's appropriate to give a price, and when we do that, it's a range, but almost never. So just in general, as a guideline, what given a price.
Yeah, and I also, the estimate, I actually went lower than what Zillow was saying, because I think one of the meetings someone said that whatever price is at Zillow, try to give like a lower price, so that way we don't give like high prices.
Yeah, Zillow is a quick and dirty comping tool you could use to kind of go off of for a very, very rough estimate for a comp, for a value. So, and that's a little later on though in the process. We're not there yet, so we don't want to be throwing out any numbers, because whatever number we throw out is going to stay in their mind, high or low. If it's too low, they're going to be like, these guys aren't serious. They just try to give me an offer on a place they haven't seen, they don't know anything about. So it lowers our credibility. If it's too high, that torpedoes the business too much. So that's why we try to avoid it. It's kind of fraught.
Got it.
Dangerous.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you.
I've got some feedback for you as well. Whenever you hear there's a rental property, it's very important for us to find out why they're selling. So there was clearly another loose thread in this. Can you think back and what that loose thread was you should have pulled?
Well, he said that he was looking to sell because I mean it's a rental and he's selling it month by month because he wanted to sell. So I didn't ask what was the reason why.
The month to month was the loose thread. So I would have
Right.
come back and said, why haven't you got, why, not why? So why don't the tenants have a 12-month lease or something like that? Because when I hear tenants have a month to month, it sounds like it's unstable, that he's had vacancies and he's had to throw people out. And why hasn't he done a lease, especially if it's a rental property? So that would uncover, I believe, if you pull that thread, that would uncover why he's really
Right.
selling
I think
it.
if I'm not mistaken, he said that it was month to month because he wanted to sell. I think he said that. I don't know if I'm right.
Right. But that's a surface thing, right? He's got a rental property. It's giving him money in his pocket. He wants to sell that, right? There must be a deeper reason. And why has he got the tenants? That's in my mind when I heard it month to month. Because I've had over 100 doors, and when it's month to month, you haven't got a stable tenant usually. All right. He might have plans to sell, but there's a reason there. So next time you hear rental, we need to find out the reason, because we
Got
don't
it.
want to inherit a problem, right? We've got to find out what the problem
Sounds good.
is, because there's a
Guillermo,
problem.
Graham is giving you, we always say that there's a
is.
fine line between lead management and cold calling. So as you start to progress and you're getting the fundamentals, you'll start to err on that side of being a lead manager. So that feedback is more along the lines of a lead manager. And we do want to dig a little bit deeper because you're ready for it, you can do it. So like Diana and Graham has said, that's every reason that the first thing that comes out of a seller's mouth, someone on that phone, for when we were asking what it has them looking at possibly selling, is a surface level response. It's not, it's at best a situation. Okay. And a situation is not necessarily a problem for anybody. So what has you thinking about possibly selling? It's a rental property. He might as well have said it's the sky is blue. Or I like chicken or something like that. I don't know. It's like, okay, tell me more about that. Like, what about you liking chicken has you wanting to sell this house? Well, they don't allow, the HOA doesn't allow chicken deliveries here from Uber Eats. Ah, I see. Okay. So now you want to sell because you can't get chicken delivery there. Have you thought about going out to eat chicken at the local chicken restaurant? Yes, I do, but I have kids at home and we want to have our chicken here and we're not allowed to have, you see how ridiculous it sounds, but you start getting into, that sounds ridiculous. You want to move because you like chicken?
Got it.
Right? But now it makes more sense. Even this little weaving thing that I've just done, you're like, he's got kids, he likes chicken, he can't get chicken delivered. I want to move too, right? That makes more sense. So you can take that, any example that we get, any response that we get is surface level because it's a game, a give and take. It's a push and a pull. Just like when if you're with, a young lady or something, when you guys met, you kind of had some sparks. You're like, there was some interest there. She's like, I'm interested, you're interested. And then you pull back a little bit, she pulls in, and she pulls away a little bit, you go in. It's like, and like, oh, you say, I like ice cream. You're like, oh, what kind of ice cream do you like? So I can know what kind of ice cream I'm going to get for you when next time I want to surprise you, right? You kind of dig deeper. You can't give it all up on the first call, on the first question. Like, oh my God, yeah, I need to sell because this place is costing me money, blah, 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 and stuff. It doesn't happen like that. It's like you peel back the layers one by one, and you do that by just digging into those questions. And again, this is for everybody in the room. This is more lead manager feedback. And you'll start getting into that because that's the idea. We want to move this along on the conveyor belt. When it comes to us in lead management, we want to be able to figure out what's going on with this person, and that helps us. So that's, there's cold call, getting the 4 pillars, and also kind of moving closer to that lead management side is what the feedback that we've been giving you. Okay, good job.
Got it. Thank you.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Cody, for covering the feedback. All right, awesome. We do have time actually for another call. So QA, I think you had someone else, right?
We can have Allison.
Okay, perfect. We should end the night with that. Awesome. Cool.
Hello,
Hello.
my name is Jay. I was trying to get in contact with a Gene Cornet.
This is Gene. How are you?
I'm good, thanks for asking. Again, my name is Jay with Home Buyers Network. I was calling it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great, great. Well, what can you tell me about it? We're actually actively buying the area.
Well, if you do you know the area?
hmm I mean, as mentioned, we're a group of investors, so a lot of my investors are looking actively buying the area in Jamaica.
Oh, okay. So you should know what the houses in in Jamaica are worth, what they go for. What's your
hmm
specialty? Is your specialty looking for houses in everywhere, or is it just Queens Village?
That's actually a great question. Well, we're I'm working with a group of investor who's buying not just in nationwide, since we're a group of investors. But yeah, we do multifamily, single family, vacant lots, eh, name it, as long as we be able to, get some profit out of it, then we buy it.
Oh, okay. Well, you called me about the house. I assume this is something. I mean, for the most part, you can do all. Do you have the address of the property?
Uh,
Yeah, you can find all the information about the house online.
I understand, but some of them are not accurate.
Oh, mine is mine
It,
is a
it
mine is accurate. In fact,
mhm.
in
It's
fact,
a
when I
four
purchased the
bedroom. That's what I see here. Four
yep,
bedrooms, three full
yep,
bathrooms, around
yep,
1,400 square feet. Is this right?
yep, that's it.
Okay. And has there been any update you made in the last 5 years or so? Like
Yes,
kitchen, bathroom,
yep.
floorings? What can you
Everything
tell me about it?
everything is brand new in the property.
Everything is brand new. Okay.
Everything is brand new. It's turnkey.
Turnkey. Got it. Got it.
Turnkey. Mhm.
Okay. And when you say brand new, it just been replaced
In
within this
w-
year?
it, it's turnkey. The client will buy the house and then move in it. There's nothing that
Right.
needs to be done. Yeah.
I do understand the turnkey, but
Mhm.
I just wanted to confirm how recent. What was it updated? Like within the year or 2 years?
With within a year and a half.
Within a year and a half. And a half. Okay. And did you have a price in mind? If we agree on a price that works for you and works for us, what would be the best
Um,
amount of
it would have to be 1.1 mil.
1.1 million?
Yep.
Okay. Is this what the property is appraised for, or
Well,
this is what
a
you'd be
property.
looking?
Listen, property can be appraised at one price, but at the end of the day, if you want my house, that's the price that you're gonna have to pay.
Got it. Got
But
it. Okay.
yeah, the reason I'm telling you that is because when I bought my two family, you
Mhm.
understand? They
Mhm.
wanted the house was appraised at 419. I end up paying for
Mhm. Go on.
425 for it.
425. Okay. Got
Yeah,
it.
so now I'm not talking about this house. I'm talking about a two family a while
Mhm.
back when the economy, when you
Mhm.
could buy a house for $400,000. That's what I'm saying.
Got it. Got it.
So anything is worth what anybody's willing to pay for it. That's usually how it works. It's
Got it. Got it. Okay. Thanks for that
mhm.
information. And if you don't mind me asking, of course, aside from the price, what has you considered selling this property?
Why?
Yep.
What do you mean why? You the one who you called me to ask me if I want to sell it.
I understand. I
Because
just
yeah,
wanted.
yeah, no, I would want to move further up. My family's way.
Okay. Great. Great. 1.1 million. And if we agree on the price that works for you and works for us, I mean, on that price, Um, were you willing to be moved? Oh, I mean, would you willing to move forward right away, or when you need some time to sort a few things out?
Right away.
Right away.
Yeah, I told you I already have family.
Got it. Got it. Can move right away. Okay. And is the price negotiable? I mean, is your asking price negotiable, or is there any wiggle room for that?
Anything is negotiable.
Okay.
Even when people say, even when people tell you there's no negotiation, there's always negotiation.
Right, right, right. Okay. Okay, okay. And when is normally a better time to reach you? Morning, afternoon, after 5?
Yeah, after 5 is ideal. Around this time is
Okay.
ideal.
Then call after 5 p.m. And also to confirm, are you able to receive a text message from this number?
Yes, absolutely. That's my mobile device.
Okay, great, great. And the email address that I have here for you is
Which one? No, it's
and okay. Well, I think I already have all the information that I need. I'll pass this information to my property specialist, and they'll be getting in touch with you sometimes in the next few days. If in case you miss a call from them, I'm pretty sure they'll be texting you to let you know that they tried calling you.
yeah, absolutely. Text is the best
Also,
option.
if we can agree on your price, would you be interested in doing some terms?
Doing some what?
Terms
Terms, what does that mean?
like getting your equity in monthly payment.
Getting my equity monthly. I don't understand.
So instead of us,
When you buy the house, I walk away.
oh, okay, okay, no worries.
Yeah, you
my
buy
my
the
pers-
house, and then I go to Long Island, and then you stay in the house. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's great to
That's
hear.
how I normally do it. I don't do terms.
Got it, got it. Okay, so I'll pass along this information to my property specialist, and they'll be getting back to you sometimes in the next few days. Okay.
Excellent. Thanks for calling.
Appreciate the time as well, Gene. You have a great day. Take
And
care. Out there.
bye.
Yep. Bye.
All right. Alice, what do you think?
I think I was able to get the 4 pillars. I was just, I guess, being too aggressive, asking if, since he was asking, more than the estimated value of the property. So I did like a proactive if he'd be interested in doing terms. But yeah, I guess that was maybe the on the lead manager side instead.
All right. I feel like just like Cody mentioned just on the last call that we listened to, there's a very thin line between the lead manager and cold call, right? So I think you should work on that a little bit, right? Remember that the cold call is just gathering information, very direct and straightforward, right? You're going for the 4 pillars and then moving on the call. It's good that you ask follow-up questions or two, right? Just so you don't leave with the surface level answers that they give you. But it's also, you also have to know when to move on, right? From a question or how, or when to move the conversation forward. But yeah, we have some feedback from you. I think TJ has a few things as well. All right, so what do we think?
This guy's tough. You know, he's one of those ones that he gets these calls a lot, you can tell. And he was going to test you from the get-go. So that's why he was like, do you know the area? Because he's baiting you. He's wanting you to say something like, yep, yep. And then he's going to test you. And so you did good at, not getting too deep into the weeds with him. Just be like, hey, we invest in this area. I don't know if I know it street by street, but we know it pretty well. Can you tell me a little bit about your property in particular? That's the one I'm focused on at this moment. That's why I'm calling, just to see if you're interested in selling. When he starts testing you like that, just try to control the conversation. When you left, Jay, when you left spaces silence, he was jumping on that and asking questions. So as soon as you answer one of his questions, you need to redirect with another question and keep the conversation. He was controlling that conversation some, and the only way you can take that control back is by redirecting as soon as you can. Does that make sense?
Yep, makes sense.
So, like, Jay, if I go, what do you think about selling? You would answer, and then, okay, that's great. And then you just go right into your next question. You just keep the questions going. You can control the conversation. He just had a lot of time to control it. And so that would be just stay on top of it as much as you can. There's a couple times that you ask more than one question. Try to stick with one question, wait for the answer, go to the next question. When you ask more than one, they're just going to answer the last question. They're not going to answer all of them. So just keep that in mind. Just try to ask one at a time. I really liked when you followed up on the brand new comment. He said, everything's brand new. Everything's brand new. That's just a blow off answer. And you're like, what do you mean by that? And then he tried to blow off you again, and you stuck with it. You're like, no, I just, was that a year's? And you got him to comment, oh, yeah, it was about a year and a half ago. A year and a half is not brand new to me. I don't know if it is for anyone else, but that was good job is sticking with that. He was very red in some areas, and so you stuck with the call. And he was very direct. Did he ever give you motivation? I know you asked the question, but I think he deflected. Did he ever give you a motivation, or did I miss it?
Yeah, he was moving to Long Island with his family there. So yeah, that's his motivation.
That was okay. So his motivation was to the move. Sometimes you can ask follow-up questions like, how quickly did you want to move? Have you already picked another place out? Some of those might be able to paint the picture a little bit more on his timeline.
He did. I think he did. Yeah.
Did he? Okay. Good job at asking if it prays for that asking price. When it's a little higher, that's a good job of. That's a good price question to ask. Hey, did it praise for that, or is that just the number you're looking for? Good job of going with that. Trying to think if there's anything else on terms. It didn't really sound like you understood what you were talking about, so that might be something to practice a little bit more. Make sure you can explain it really well. It's the simplest way is just, hey, it's a way for us to give you the number you're looking for, but you just give us time on making the payments. Just something simple like that. Like you said, I'm just planting that seed to just see if you're interested. No big deal if you're not, and just move on. It's not the end of the world. They say yes or no on it. It's just kind of getting an idea from them. Other than that, did I miss anything, guys?
Yeah, on the terms, you didn't miss anything. Guys, I know terms is a little tricky, okay? We tell you to stick to the script, right? And they give us a price. If we're willing to come up to that asking price, are you open to terms? It's in the script, okay? You have the ability to feel this out too. Terms is not one of the pillars, okay?
Yep.
Terms is not one of the pillars. So you can skip it if it ain't right. If you're feeling it out, if you're kind of on trepidation, on thin ice with the seller, you don't have great rapport. It's okay to table that, okay, and not say that, because then that further alienates us. That further gets us further apart in this call, because he said, "Nah, once I walk away, once I sell the house, I walk away. I usually don't do terms," which tells me two things. He's somewhat familiar with terms, and he might have been messing with you a little bit and doubting our credibility, like we don't have the cash to buy his house. I'm speculating. I'm guessing. I don't know those things. You don't thinking not knowing, but that's what it sounded like. So if you're feeling it, you don't have to, a terms. If you're going to get into a terms, you're going to ask that question, and get questioned by the seller. It's best to just deflect it, to put that off until a lead manager talks to them, because or even acquisition. That's something for later on, because the terms conversation, even when we're on the best terms with we have the best rapport with the seller, is almost always a horrible idea for the seller at first, having known you for all of 2, 3, 5, 10 minutes on this call. Okay, for reasons that we've covered before, very quickly, is we're basically asking them to either borrow the value of their house or borrow their good name and or the value of their house based on not knowing us, being strangers. Okay, so that question is, if you don't need to ask it, you can eliminate it if it's going to make the call worse. You know what I'm saying? And that if it's premature, and it's almost always premature, because we don't know we need to know really what his plans are to be able to mention terms and have a conversation about it. So I mention this again because I know it might be a little confusing. It might be a little confusing because it's in the script. We do want to ask it, generally speaking. And it's okay to omit it, to eliminate it, if it's not going to work in the conversation. Okay, that question is designed just to tee us up for the next stop along the conveyor belt, if the person is open to these terms. Again, the trigger is that high price, right? And then we ask if they're open to terms as we come up to the price. That's just to see, kind of gauge where they are for the next stop on the conveyor belt. We're not getting into the weeds at all with that. We don't really want to be answering questions because we don't know. We're going to shoot ourselves in the foot at best, probably, and at worst, it's not even a solution for that seller. Does that make sense for everybody on the terms and what, when we ask about terms? Okay.
All right, awesome. Thank you for covering that, Cody.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. All right. Any questions before we part off today? All right. So someone asked for the script. So the script is on the website. I put the link on the chat if anyone wants to grab it there, especially the newbies as well. That's the script that you will be using. All right. So practice even before you get on the phones. We also have a Facebook group. All right. It's called the REI Blueprint, where we're all there. And if you're not, be sure to join. There we post if we have any guests throughout the week. This week we have Nahid for foreclosures on Wednesdays. Tomorrow we have Alondra on lead manager. And then Thursday, I think we have Graham's guest, right? Graham, is it this week or next
It's
week?
the 2nd of May. So it's a little ways off, yeah.
Okay, no problem. All right. But anyways, to be with updates on guests that we're gonna have, be sure to join the Facebook group. All right, so we do have newbies. All right. So basically what we do on your first night here, just introduce yourself very, very quickly to the team. And then you have to either sing, dance, or tell a joke. Okay. So let's start with Rochelle. All right.
Hello, guys. Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, good evening. I mean, this is EST. So, my name is Rochelle. I have been customer service representative. I'm also a partner support representative for American clients, and been doing outbound and inbound calls for the last 3 years. So I don't have actually an experience for cold calling position, but I'm very eager to learn, and I'm so excited to start with this job. Thank you for having me here.
All right. Thank you for joining us. That's
Yeah.
awesome. All right. So which one you're gonna do today? You're gonna sing, you're gonna dance, you're gonna tell a joke for us.
Let me let, one moment. Let me just check. I think I'm gonna sing.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Okay. Let me just check for some lyrics.
Okay. All right. The other one, get ready. That's Alexandra. Get ready. You're next. Think about what you want to do. We have Manuel here. Manuel, that's the first time I see you here. You want to introduce yourself? In the meantime.
Yeah, my name's Manuel Becerra. I'm in, actually, I'm in Ontario, California. And I'm a wholesaler for right now. I really don't like the wholesale, but I have to do it because I'm very starting. I'm a sub 2 community member. And so somehow I get to know John, and he's the one who told me about this Zoom. Actually, he told me to get to the Zoom, and I'm going through the course he has or something. I'm having so much trouble to pass those quizzes, and so here I am. I'm like I said, I'm ready to rock and roll, and these I'm no good on cold calling, but I'm willing to do it since there's no money to do all the advertising.
All right, that's awesome. Thank you. So you're looking to get better on the phones. All right. Have you heard of the No Excuses program that we have?
I hear about it, but I don't. Is that the one that Sean has, where you go and see videos and then you have to answer those quizzes?
Yep.
Well, I'm in there, but I'm having so much trouble with the first quizzes. I don't know how many quizzes are there, but that's where I'm stuck right now.
Okay. No, but you can take your time with those videos.
Yeah, but I've been doing that quiz and hear those videos probably 5-6 times, and 5-6 times I fail. So
Oh my God.
it's getting kind of desperate.
Yeah.
And you know, all the excuses are just excuses, you know, because there's a way to do it. But I assume because my primary language is Spanish, so I'm having so much trouble like writing in English or reading in English, and so I assume that's what probably I'm not totally understanding. That's what I assume is it's what's holding me right there.
Yeah. No, you have pretty good English. Message
When
me again, email.
when I'm speaking, because my English is like street English, okay? I picked them up in the street, and I can conversate with somebody and make myself understand. But when it comes to read or make you know, like a report or anything that comes reading, I'm like zero qualification.
Oh, okay. Okay. Email me. Let's set up a meeting. LV and I can help you out with that.
Yeah.
And see.
What's your email?
Let me put my email on the chat. I'll put it on the chat. 1 second. Diana at v8cent.com. There we go. It's on the chat now.
Manny, welcome.
On
Go ahead.
Thursday. Oops. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm stepping all over everybody. I just want to say welcome, Manny. I've been seeing you, man, pop up, and it's good to have you. And I think I'm in the other room. I had to step out again. I think you said something about your English or Spanish was a first language or something. English is a second language. You're great. Brother, you're awesome. And I think I also heard you say you're in the Bay Area.
No,
if you are, we
I'm
should
in
connect.
Southern California.
You're Southern California. Close enough. We should still connect.
Yeah.
If I did hear this, I invite everybody to consider if you have an accent and speak a second language, it's a superpower. Okay, it's a superpower for you. So my wife's from El Salvador. She has some of the same things that she says in her mind too. She speaks beautiful English. It's perfect. You know, it's a great superpower that you have. So come on, let's do it. You know what I mean? So you could speak to double the amount of people that someone that only speaks one language does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So welcome. you're in a safe place, and anything that I could do to help, terms, role playing, and all that. Please connect with me. Text me, TJ. We get this. We get it out. We get the bugs out. So I just wanted to say that before everybody left.
Yeah, I see your number right there. So I just take a photo of it and I'll contact you, text you or something. And yeah, role play could be good.
Yeah, in your own time, whatever you need, brother. Welcome.
Where is he in California? He's up north.
What? Say again?
Are you up north? Northern California?
I'm in Northern California. Yeah, in the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area.
I see. I talk to people like over there. I get in touch quite a bit with Uncle Lanta. You hear him?
Yeah. Yep.
Uncle Lanta, sub two.
Yep. Right on. Love it.
Yeah. I'll talk to you. I'll contact you, and we'll do something.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I think I interrupted somebody.
No problem. I mean, Diana was pretty good. She was opened the door for me also. So I really appreciate you guys being open to help.
Right on. We love doing it.
Yeah, and anything I can do, or whatever, I'm here, and I'm retired, so I got all the time in the world, except that I get tired very very fast. Even though everybody says I don't look like I'm a 70 years old.
Right on. I believe him. I agree.
Yeah, I feel them more than you believe them. I feel them. I feel them on me.
Okay.
Nice meeting you. Nice talking to you.
Too. Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto.
All right. Awesome.
Diana, you speak Spanish too?
Yes, I do.
There you go. That way you can help me up whenever
For sure.
I'm getting stuck. Sometimes, especially with ladies, that's when I really feel bad about speaking my English because I'm afraid to say something that I shouldn't say. Unfortunately, when the people on the streets teach you something, they teach you always the bad words, the bad things first than anything else. So,
No,
so
no.
I'm still afraid of that. So
No, don't worry. So we can speak Spanish when we have meetings and stuff like that.
yeah.
I think
So
Elvis getting used to it. They
so
have
all of these Zooms are what, Monday through Thursday,
Monday to Thursdays, yes.
and they're always at 5:30.
Is that Mountain Pacific?
No, I'm in Pacific.
Oh, okay, then yes, I think so. Yep.
You guys are Pacific time or
I'm Eastern, so for me it's 8:30
8:30? You're 3 hours.
Eastern. Yeah.
Yeah. I talk to people also over there in Eastern that, but yes, I'm open to learn and all those things. To be honest with you, sometimes I feel better calling direct to whoever, seller or agent, than do the role play. Because when I do the role play, you know what? I might be wrong, but it seems to me when I hear you guys or anybody doing role play, it seems like we make it easy for the other people. Like for example, you guys are more you guys are know more, okay, and know the role playing. So if you and I do a role play, you're gonna be like kind of nice to me, not doing the real ones when you call, because when you call director agent, sometimes it's pretty tough, you know. These people got a mouth, you know. Then, and I do understand all that. Okay, so
Yeah. All right. No worries. No worries. We'll get you. You will get you set up here. All
okay,
right.
I'll email you.
Yes, sounds good. I'll wait. I'll be waiting for the email. Thank you so much. All right. Back to Rochelle. You owe me a
So
song or
in
something.
advance, I'm sorry for sorry for my voice, everyone. Okay. This song is from Lady Gaga, I'll Never Love Again.
All right. Let's see.
Wish I could have said goodbye. I would have said what I wanted to, maybe even cried for you. If I knew it would be the last time, I would have broke my heart in two, trying to save a part of you. Don't wanna feel another touch, don't wanna start another fire, don't wanna know another kiss, no other name falling off my lips. Don't wanna give my heart away to another stranger, or let another day begin. Won't even let the sunlight in. No, I'll never love again. I'll never love again. Ooh, ooh.
Oh,
Yep,
wow.
that's all.
Amazing. Thank you so much. That was great. Good job.
Thank you.
Wow. All right. Next up is Alexandra.
Hi guys, my name is Alexandra and I'm from Bolivia. So a little bit of my background, I used to work for a real estate company in Tampa, Florida. I don't know if you know Home River Group. I've been there for almost 2 years. I was not a cold caller, I was just a virtual assistant, assisting owners, tenants, prospects, vendors, maintenance, everything. So yeah, I was learning a lot about this industry. And yeah, I'm really happy to get this job offer and I'm really ready to learn. Yes, thank you.
All right. Awesome. Welcome. All right. So what you want to do for us today? You want to sing? You want to dance? You want to tell us a joke?
Okay, I'm not the best singer, so maybe I will just sing a little bit of a song. It's from Juanes. I don't know. Tengo la camisa negra. Ah.
Yeah, I know that
Well,
song.
here we go, guys. Don't laugh. So here we go. Tengo la camisa negra, porque negra tengo el alma. Yo por ti perdí la calma y casi pierdo hasta mi cama. Cama, 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 baby. Te digo con disimulo que tengo la camisa negra y debajo tengo el difunto. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was awesome. Thank you so much. All right. Well, Kevin's in the mood. I don't think he has gone yet. So I'm excited to see if I can, like, sing or dance or do something.
And we're already past time.
That's okay. We'll make it.
I don't really know. I don't really have talent. That's not really my talent. But I guess I said the hip hop, the hip it to the hip hop. You don't stop the hip it to the bang bang boogie. See up jump the boogie from the rhythm to the boogie to the beat. Now what you eat? All right, that's it.
All right. Awesome.
I know.
All right. Thank you guys for participating. I appreciate it. All right. Awesome. Well, thank you, everybody. I appreciate all of you for coming on tonight. Tomorrow, again, you have Alondra here for a lead manager. On Wednesday, you're going to have Nahid. And then Thursday, you're going to have Graham and Cody doing role plays. So if you want to get better at doing, get better on the phones, be sure to join on Thursday. Same time, same link. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you so much and have a great night.
No, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
Bye.